This is an Azulle Access 4. This is your equipment with Azulle, right? And let's talk a little bit about history and the present and the future. The first one is that if somebody orders one of these things, it's got power on the side and HDMI plug-in, and that's what I've done here. I just came into this location. I'll show you right from scratch. Receive the device, plug in HDMI, make sure the TV's on and set to the right input, and plug in power. You see a blue light there. Okay. Now, what you know that is very unique to us is that we started at the operating system and up. We spent a decade figuring out how to have a super durable operating system in intermittent environments to the point where we can get to the desktop in about 25 seconds, and we can get to your content in less than 30 seconds. In fact, this is the layout that is already playing in the showrooms for the emergency management software that I believe is the most used around the world. So a lot of the people that you're going to be presenting to probably already use that emergency system. They just have never seen us. They don't know that we're behind the scenes in the showrooms for the emergency software. So the purpose of this video today, which is completely unscripted, you weren't expecting this today, were you, George? Agreed?
No, sir.
Okay. I brought RV in from the other side of the planet, who is one of our support operations center reps, because his computer there, he can access my device. So, RV, may I speak?
Yes.
Can you look for sign number 3342, please?
Okay.
And can you share your screen when you're ready to do an alert? And what we're going to do here is also make a public-facing announcement with Azul. Okay? Let's start with what you're seeing on your screen there. That is RV's interface in my demo account. He's going to alerts. He's clicking on new alert, and he's filling in the minimum he has to, which is just to, basically do alerts. So do a countdown, RV, for me.
Okay, in three, two, one, click.
Changed. Okay.
That's pretty fast.
According to the emergency management software, we're the first thing to trigger in their showroom every time. We've done over 10,000 test alerts. So let's do a recap. I came into a building, did nothing more than plugged in the what we call Samstick, which is your Azulle Access 4 with our operating system on it. So I plugged it into a screen and zero config. I had the operating system loaded up and had it to, we could make it an unlimited amount of, ideas of content, because we have thousands and thousands of different clients that do digital signage in different ways. But this is way more than just digital signage. This is so much more. This is the backhaul in the showrooms for the emergency management system, and we need people to know this. And for my personal passion on it, this should be in every classroom. And I want to power interrupt this just to prove a point, right? Um, there's a reason why we use this form factor. There's a reason for all of this, very, very specific. And back to, I challenge you to take any other device and unplug it, plug it back in a couple thousand times. I need you to see the second layer of this, George, that nobody has seen, and why I want to do that. Okay, check this out. RV, can you please grab the remote control for my device? Okay. Okay. RV, can you please grab the clock? All right, grab that layer. Okay. Yeah, can you please grab the clock and just move it down a little bit, because it's not really centered on the screen. So let's do a recap. What's happening here live? RV is real time changing and controlling my experience of my screen from the other side of the planet in real time. Every school should be able to learn this now. Like the fact that we've got
Mhm.
not, the world's fastest, we think, emergency notification system to screens. And on top of it, we developed a technology where you can real time interact with all of the elements of the design. It's unlimited to what you could do with this. So he is over on the other side of the planet, and he is changing my experience live on the screen. This is a lot more than just regular digital signage. Okay, so I've got my phone here in Canada. I am scanning that QR code. Thank you, RV. The concept is to make it so intuitive that it seems like magic, but this works from browser to browser from anywhere. I'm changing the experience behind the clock right now. I could take the clock out, put it into other content. I could take the sponsor out. I could take the weather out, put in a new weather. We can do this all live in real time.
Yep, that's
How
me.
how fast how fast is that?
Yeah, that's me controlling it right there.
And you're in Florida.
So, and I'm in Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, this should be in every classroom. Like, imagine this was artwork. You could put up kids' artwork, right?
Yeah,
It-
I see so many applications for this because I can see them every single month changing the layout, adjusting the layout, having a standard layout, adjusting the
yeah,
layout month by month as the holidays come, and then having preset configurations for specific alerts, fire alarms, things like that. And
yes,
as these instances come, they can instantly change it and deploy that, to the entire school in
yes.
seconds.
So, yeah, it is. It becomes mind-blowing what we could do with this technology in public space. You get how this becomes also a high support service thing because we can help from the support operations center while they're learning the technology live. What I'm doing here live, okay, this is literally happening live, is that we just did an interview with the crew in Jamaica that ran with Sam, and they did missing children report with the government over there, and they're just doing an awesome job of having the technology go everywhere across the country. As the Alyssa's Law silent alert becomes state by state, probably a federal thing over time, it's great that you have all of these emergency alert trigger things, but
Hmm.
we're an essential part of the output for the classroom. And it's heartbreaking to see that what happened was one of the schools, which was in the news and made CNN, right? They just got lucky. They implemented the emergency notification and they had smart screens into the classroom just installed like 10 days prior to when that shooter entered the building. Okay. If they had not had that kind of infrastructure 10 days prior, it would have been a way different situation,
Yeah. No,
right?
the value is definitely there. It goes beyond schools too. This is the best solution I've seen.
I appreciate that from you watching for years as we've been perfecting SAM and the core system and
Hmm.
the interactivity and all that kind of stuff. I really appreciate that as a testimonial. I'm watching Rob Pearman and that crew with Intelligent Multimedia over in Jamaica put up the missing children reports, and they found a couple of kids. They had to take down the missing kid reports for a couple of kids, right? And so meanwhile, I'm sitting on top of a technology that we've proven it out with the emergency notification software for years, right? Of perfect uptime. And we're in major universities. We're in places where, like we don't have to prove who we are anymore. If I got this into public places across the island I'm on, it would it could potentially give it that, you know, 10 to 15 seconds to go, what? Oh, okay, I got to get out of this building.
Every second
So
counts.
every second counts. And so that's the push in my part of the world. So you're
Hmm.
helping me as a testimonial back to my part of the world where I'm going to push here as hard as I can with everybody that's in the emergency management side of things. Know that we are the digital sign solution that is in the master's program for emergency management and resilience
Hmm.
at Royal Roads University. They teach the master's program in emergency management and resilience. Now this recording, there's nothing here that we said that was private or confidential. I did this all in a test account. You are welcome to share this amongst your client base, your peers, whoever you want to send this out to. I
Hmm.
put it in, I kind of put it in verbal writing today.
Hmm.
I can speak to the durability. I always forget about the most important part and I leave it to last. You could actually subscribe this to the ad exchange, and depending on the traffic and the location, it will monetize. I believe the purest, nicest way to do this is to be incredibly transparent all the way through and just
Hmm.
give all of the different options that we've found in the digital signage industry. Like that's
Hmm.
what I'm seeing is that the programmatic world, programmatic digital out of home did a tipping point here in 2024 into 2025, which we're now, September 25 coming up, right? Advertisers are spending money on screens because they're spending a little less money than they used to on doing advertising through the cloud. I just really appreciate, George, your time today, your candor. It's been invaluable as we've been getting to perfection on the operating system. Thank you.